Okay, first and foremost, let us introduce ourselves. I'm Sijo Koe Esquire, and this is
Michael Olom Esquire.
and it's my colleague. So there, of course, you must have seen the video trending in social medias and about a murder of a murder that occurred in a guest house. What a girl! I don't know if you know about the story already. And you can give
Yes,
a
a
brief facts
murder
of
that
what.
occurred in Lagos at Lekki area of Lagos that involved a billionaire who works with a TV, a television house in Lagos State, and that involved a young lady of about 21 years in a hotel.
Okay, from that video, there are some issues and factors that we need to consider as lawyers because it is very important that we make it clear so that laymen and people can understand some issues or factors before making their conclusions. So, what comes to play is the issue of murder, whether the girl has committed murder or she has committed a manslaughter. And first of all, we'll give you a kind of description and what amounts to murder before we go into what amounts to manslaughter. In every crime,
No, generally, let's define a crime. What is crime?
Okay.
Yes. Generally, in our jurisprudence, in our criminal jurisprudence, in line with our criminal jurisprudence, a crime is a commission of an offense. When an offense is committed, it becomes a crime, and crimes are there are levels of crime in terms of felony, simple crime. I mean, simple offenses and felonious.
So from what I understand
offenses.
by definition of crime is that any conduct or omission which is punishable
by
a written law,
is
a crime. So any conduct or omission that is punishable by a written law is a crime,
which is against the state.
Yes, is a crime. So now, murder amounts to a crime because there's a punishment for murder,
of course,
and is against the state. And also, whether it's manslaughter is also a crime because there's a punishment for manslaughter. So we'll look at murder. What constitutes murder, and what is the punishment for murder before we can now come in to find out if the girl has committed the murder or manslaughter.
Murder is when there is an intention.
But sorry, before we can go, there are two elements of a crime that we need to.
Yes, for a crime to be complete, there are two basic elements, which is the mens rea, the mental element, and the physical element. The mens rea and the actus reus. The mens rea amounts to the mental element that has to do with what? Intention. If there is intention that one want to commit a crime, which is intention, but the physical element has to do with the act,
action,
the overt act, the act that is seen, like the wounds, the bullet,
the act of doing
it. That is the physical element. Now, these two elements must be complete for it to be a crime.
Yes.
But crime, like we said, have categories. Murder, there must be intention. And what constitutes intention is the act in which the person who intends to kill or who intends to take away another person's breath or life is involved. How did this person, conduct that act of killing? Is it by shooting? Is it by stabbing or whatever? That is what constitutes a murder.
Okay, without trying to confuse our viewers, let's go straight to the issue at hand about the murder of is it I don't really know the name of the man, but the murder that took place in Lagos. So there are some, when the girl spoke on video, she said that they got into a guest house and they were already drunk. So the man tried to advance to her, wanted to have a sexual affair with her, but she resisted and now stabbed the man with a knife. So there are some issues that now we were trying to consider on if a girl goes with a man to a guest house. What are they supposed to be having there? Are they supposed to have sex, or they're supposed to have do another thing? Then again, on the stabbing of the man with the knife, who brought in the knife, and how many times did the girl stab the man before the man died?
Okay. On that issue, I think when we talk about going to the guest house, there was consent. From the confessional statements of the accused, she stated that they have been friends for a period of 4 months. For a couple of months now, they have been friends and they have been going out together. They got themselves drunk, which means there was consent. The man did not dramatically drag the girl to the hotel, but she willingly followed the man to the hotel. And knowing too well that a hotel is not a place of abode, it is not a home, it is a place where people go and do what? Relax. So the intention of the man and probably that of the lady would be that, okay, as we go to the hotel, this is what we are going to do. You understand?
Yes.
But the issue, the topical issue now is what brought the issue of stabbing and what led to the objects. How did the girl, come in, or how did the girl brought in the objects to the hotel? Or is it that the objects were seen in the hotel, like a bottle or any other thing? If it was a bottle, it's okay. There are empty bottles that were emptied by themselves or another guest in the hotel. So those are the legal issues.
The issue of who brought in the hotel, it could be either be the man or the girl or the hotel itself.
The hotel management.
So these are the things that need to be got. But if the object was brought in by the lady, it means she formed intention to kill the man.
Which means there was menstruation.
Yes, the menstruation. These are the factors to establish that there was intention by the girl to stab the man. If she was actually the one that brought in the knife. Then again, she raised the issue of intoxication, that they were already drunk. So I don't know. I've not seen any evidence or things to show that that they were really drunk. Let's say in the room there are some things like can or the SK that they took, or something to show.
For that offense to be complete, the law authorities need to carry out an investigation on whether or not the girl is purporting to have taken something, or there was such act of drunkenness in her. It is left for the law authorities to find out by looking at those elements whether or not there was alcohol, or there is alcohol. There must be a medical examination or a forensic examination to prove, to ascertain that actually the girl took alcohol and she acted under the influence of alcohol. There are plethora of cases on that.
So it
is a defense.
So it can either be murder or manslaughter, depending on the circumstances.
It is the medical evidence that will prove that actually she acted under, and if she acted under the influence of alcohol, there are two basic issues now.
Okay.
Acting under the influence of alcohol is on the one side, on one of the side. Then the issue of how did she got the materials, the dangerous weapon she used, the knife or the object she used to stab the man, it's on another side.
Because what differentiates murder from manslaughter is intention. Once there is intention to kill, it is murder. But where there is no intention to kill and there was killing, it can be manslaughter. That is manslaughter.
Yes.
So that is the differentiating factor in the two. So if at the end of it, it is shown that the girl had intention to kill the man, by looking at some of these circumstances, bringing in the knife, and there's no medical report to show that she was intoxicated, and even from the
lucus
criminis, the environment, the room where the
event happened,
there is no evidence to show that these people actually took alcohol here, or any evidence to show that they actually took alcohol, like maybe the cans, if they took beer, the bottle of the beer, and if they smoked, all those objects or particles to show that those alcoholic drink or those narcotics we are taking inside the room. So these are the factors. So if at the end of the day she had the intention to kill the man, she will go in for murder. And if there was no intention,
then she will go in for manslaughter.
So it doesn't absolve her totally
from criminal liability.
Already,
yes. Basically, the prosecutorial authority is the police. It is the police that investigate in line with Section 4 of the Police Act. It is their duty to investigate and prosecute offenders of crime. Now, it is left for the police to investigate, carry out a thorough investigation on this issue, and prosecute the offender appropriately and charge the offender to court based on the circumstances. Now, the basic, like what we've said, what my colleague had rightly said, is the basic things for the court to look at now is whether there was intention. And if there was no intention, then it has to be established by a competent medical practitioner or a medical examination to prove that actually the girl was under the influence of alcohol, and that alcohol or drugs deposit has been found in her blood stream to a level that she lose control.
So until now there is no such.
Until now there is no such evidence, and the alcohol level in her bloodstream may go out.
If
you understand?
If they don't
conduct the examination immediately, which means she is going in for murder.
So the person
who a capital offense and
could have gone in for
manslaughter
will not go in for murder. So I think the investigating authority that is in charge of that case should do something immediately to find out, carry out a medical examination of her blood system to find out if actually what she said, that she was drunk,
corroborates with what is in her bloodstream, or what will be seen in her bloodstream after the screening. Yes.
So I think we'll call it a day here. We just did this in order to clear some doubts, or to make viewers or members of the public to understand, to understand the position of the law, and also the factors that will be considered in court taking a decision on that matter. Thank you very much. You're welcome. This is what we do, and we continue doing it. Yes, thank you.